Talk. Talk. Talk to me Tuesday. Hey there, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday on a Tuesday. I'm your host, Madi B, and here we are, new year, new show, new guest for today. So hello, 22. The new year has arrived, and today we have the pleasure of having the founding partner of D. Miller and Associates, PLLC, DMA Advocates, and many more entities. Attorney Darren Miller is with us today. Welcome.
Hello, Madi. Happy New Year, everybody.
Yes, Happy New Year to you. We want to thank you on the behalf of the Talk to Me Tuesday team for joining us today on the first episode. I think this is like a trend. We always do the first episode of the year.
I was just about to say, it's kind of like I'm not going to say an obligation, but it's a tradition. It's a tradition. I love starting off. This is the greatest way to start off the new year.
Yes, the tradition, we want to keep going. I think you've been doing this tradition for the last 3 years. And I want to tell you, this has always been our number one show at the end of every year. No pressure.
Boom. All right. Okay, good deal. Got it. Okay, I like that.
Yeah. So look, our guests haven't seen you in a while because I know, look, you have a lot of business endeavors and a lot of business activity, right? So I want you to tell us and talk to us about how was the year of 2021 for you, for your firm, for your clients, your employees. Tell us about it.
Madi, very honestly, it was extremely challenging. Obviously with COVID running through and running rampant, it was very difficult. But much like anything else, you kind of, because we're surrounded with a great team of leaders and managers and staff, we were able to kind of figure it out, make things happen, make different adjustments and make it work. And, at the end of all of those, remote working and people tag teaming in different activities and working in all these different motifs, we were able to have the most successful year that we've ever had.
Wow, that's amazing. And I know we're going to talk a little bit about what that means and what that looked like for you guys, for your companies and your firm. So let's talk a little bit about some of the things that you've learned. You said that it was a memorable year, probably full of ups and downs, but did you learn any skills, any new tactics that you plan to take in your toolbox for 2022?
One of the things that we had to figure out fairly quickly was the fact that you've got to have a good management team and good staff, and you have to be able to depend on the decision making of the team that you've got in place. And thank goodness we've got such a great team of folks here at D. Miller, at Advocates, that 9 times out of 10 make those right choices. They make the right decisions. They act quickly and decisively to make things happen on behalf of the client. So I guess that's kind of my biggest takeaway, is that a lot of the things that we've been building year after year with regards to the trainings and doing things to enhance the experiences of our team, they seem to kind of be kicking in, and it helped out a lot, especially this last year.
Wow. Well, I can't wait to see what you guys are going to bring to the table for this year that you learned from last year. I think that's very exciting. We do have a comment here. This is Mary Lou. She says, "We keep our traditions, Mr. Miller. Happy New Year, Mr. Miller. You look fantastic."
Mary Lou, I love you. I miss you. It's been too long. I know we've got a number of things planned together. I'm certainly looking forward to seeing you again as soon as possible. Great to go into another year with you and everybody else. But thanks for tuning in.
Yes, you have a lot of amazing people that watch and support you on a platform like this and then on a daily with business. So I think that's amazing. And sending a big hug to Mary Lou. So want to ask you, what is the most memorable case, litigation, or, anything when it has to do with our clients' cases of 2021?
Without any doubt, the most memorable case that we worked on, got involved in, a case that started out actually several years ago, actually on the West Coast with Mary Lou, was our USC sexual assault case involving Dr. Tyndall. When we first got involved in that 3 years ago, with 2 or 3 clients, it was a challenge, especially managing and working that case with Andy Rubenstein and the rest of the guys from this far away, us being in Texas. But when we saw the extent of that problem and how deeply rooted those issues were, and the fact that thousands of people were involved, it was a pleasure to get involved. It was a pleasure to get the laws overturned so that they could move forward with their cases. And then it was an absolute victory of sorts to not only get $1 billion settlement for all of the folks involved in the resolution, but for our clients, the 100 that we had, for them to walk away with 7-figure resolutions, every single one of them on an average case number. That was really beneficial. That was the most memorable thing that we've ever done. Just because, again, it sends that message that institutionally you've got to take responsibility for what's happened. You can't allow these things to go on and fester. And if you do, we're going to come and get you.
Yes, that, first of all, kudos to you, your team of attorneys, anybody that has been involved in this case to get that type of victory. I just want to give you guys a huge kudos for that. And along with that, I also want to show this awesome picture on the screen with the team of attorneys that you have. And just say congratulations on the behalf of myself, of the team from Talk to Me Tuesday, the team from your entities. And if you guys are out there, please send a little heart or congratulations. But for settling over $139 million on behalf of your clients, that is amazing. So I want you to tell us a little bit about what this means. You kind of already said a little bit on the case. However, there's multiple cases. So what does this really mean?
I mean, Monty, it is crazy. If you would have told me, 20 years ago when I first got licensed or first got involved, that my firm would personally be involved in settling 9 figures worth of settlements, not only in my career, but in one calendar year, I would say you are absolutely crazy. But it was a whirlwind. It was very challenging. But the big takeaway that I've learned with this thing is that no matter who you go up against, no matter what kind of task or problems are in front of you, if you've got a good team of folks with you, that are ready for that fight, that are ready to take it all the way, there is nothing that can stop you. I've learned that, and it's absolutely going to influence the defendants and the foes that we take on moving forward. I can guarantee you that.
Yes. And let's talk about that going forward. On this picture that you guys see on the screen, first of all, it's an amazing picture. You guys are I see the passion within this picture, within your eyes, your stance. It's amazing. It gives me chills every time. But it says on there, watch what we do in 2022.
Yeah.
So I want you to tell us, what does that really mean? What do you have up your sleeve over there?
Look, I mean, for those wrongdoers out there, for those people that who don't believe that they have a voice, we're coming for you. We're coming for you. We're coming for on these social injustice issues, for, of course, our injured folks that are looking for help and compensation, those types of things. But again, for those companies out there that are doing the wrong things and that are hurting people and not doing things that they know they should be doing, we've got to make a change, and we've decided we are taking these people on. We don't care what it costs. We don't take we don't care how long it costs. But those are the types of big ticket issues that we are going to take on in 2022, without any doubt.
Wow, that's exciting. We can't wait to have this conversation again with you on the show, because I know there's a lot of people watching that just get inspired, right? Just your words are very inspiring to also other business owners and entrepreneurs out there. So tell us, for those that are watching that are either in a business or have started a business, what do you do to prepare for the new year, resolutions, goals for 2022?
First, look, the first thing you've got to do is, I think you have to reflect on last year, reflect on what has happened up until now. Okay. And just think about the good things that have happened, the bad things that have happened, so that you're aware of those things. Okay. The next thing you've got to do is plan. You have to plan. If you do not plan for success, you're preparing for failure, right? So I think what you've got to do is, okay, what is my plan? And what am I going to do to make this plan happen? And then the next thing you've got to do is you've got to execute. There's so many people in January, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. And they talk a big talk about what they're doing, and they fail to write it down and make it happen. Well, very fortunately, I'm surrounded by a number of people, much like yourself, Marty, who are very goal oriented, who say, okay, this is what we're going to do, who create measurable goals, right? And we hold each other accountable. So you've got to have people around there who have that same energy, that same aura, who want to be successful, who want to help their clients, who want to make things happen. And everyone's got to challenge each other, right? Because again, it's only human nature for things to go well some days, and for you to be down one day and up another day, up another. But when you've got that synergy around you with folks that are similar, that are like-minded, that's when you can make the most things happen. And lead that charge. If you're a leader of that business, it's your responsibility to motivate those folks around you. You share and understand those bad things, make sure they know the good, and let them know what that path is towards success, and lead them in that direction.
Yeah, that's great advice. I think the biggest takeaway of what you said is reflect on what happened in the past year and apply new goals and measurable goals for the new year. I think that's huge, and great advice. Now with this,
because again,
go ahead.
I mean, Marty, if you don't take the time to kind of reflect on those things, well, you're doomed to repeat those same issues. So you got to think about it, and you got to understand those things you need to. I got to stay away from this. Okay, this vendor over here, let me make sure not to continue that relationship. And then at least have a plan with regards to the direction that you want to go initially. Be prepared to change it, be ready to make moves, and be flexible, but have a plan moving forward for what you're going to achieve this year.
Yeah, I agree. And if you guys are not writing notes, I think these are great little nuggets that are being planted here. So with this year in mind, 2022, what expectations do you have for your firm, yourself, your employees? Tell us a little bit about what's going on in your mind.
I mean, Marty, if just to encapsulate it, I want it all. I think we're entitled to the best of everything. And look, I'm just going to be very, very, very frank with you. People like myself, minorities of sorts, in many situations, have not been afforded certain opportunities of that nature. Okay, we now have the opportunity to make those things happen. I've had my bite on the apple. I've seen what success tastes like. And gosh dog it, I want more. I want more of it. And not only just for myself, but for everybody on this team, everyone who believes in us, everyone who trusts us. And so that's what we're going to be doing. We're focused on improving, getting better, getting cleaner, better results, and quite frankly, bringing in as much money on behalf of our clients as we possibly can. And what we've done between myself and the rest of my team is create measurable goals to make sure that throughout the year, we can check in to make sure that we're moving towards making those things happen.
Yeah, I think that's amazing. And I think you turned the page a little bit in regards to your clients. And I think that's awesome. What should your clients, because there's going to be some clients that are watching the show too, that either have been, currently are, or maybe in the future will be. But what can they expect from your team, our team, this firm, your attorneys? What can they expect from you guys?
They can expect, and they deserve our utmost attention, care, and performance with regards to their cases, and making sure that those cases are properly developed, making sure that we're answering them, being very attentive, and making sure the results are the way that they need them to be. One of the biggest mistakes that I see many firms that, on the come up, moving forward, make is that their heads get too big, right? And I don't have to call that client. I don't have to do those types of things. I don't have to do that anymore. That is absolute garbage. You do the same things that you've always done. And quite frankly, sometimes you double down. Call those clients even more. Thank them for allowing you to be their attorney and represent you. Share your success with them. Don't be greedy, okay? And don't get big-headed, okay? Just because you've experienced some success, it can end at any time. And the biggest and probably most important thing is remain humble, okay? I've got certain staff members on my team that every once in a while say, hey, no, don't be cocky. Don't forget where you came from. We remember when you were broke and you couldn't pay these bills. We remember that. And then, okay, you're right. Slow it down and let's go from there.
Yeah, I think that's also great advice, because sometimes if you get exposed to certain things, not that you forget, but you're just so focused in the now, right? And so I think that's also really good to kind of keep humbling yourself and going to looking at the big picture in your journey, right? So I do want to ask you, in regards to your clients, every year is a new year and there's new inspirations, new things, new type of clients you meet. What inspires you, as well as all your attorneys, to help all these clients each year? Because you guys have a lot of clients.
We do. We have a lot of clients. So I think the latest number is over 57,000 clients, some ridiculous number nationwide of that nature. But I'm just very proud of the fact, Madi, that while we can't make everybody happy, the resounding, most of the clients that we deal with, thank you for taking my case. Thank you for helping me. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for talking to me. But one of the things I always remind them, no, you called us, right? You allowed us to represent you. Thank you for trusting us. Thank you for allowing us to get you this financial result. So again, the humility, I think, is a really big part of it. But just staying with those basics, those same things that have always been successful for you, why would you want to change them? Why would you want to change them? Figure out ways to enhance those things and make those things better and reach more people. Those are things that are specifically important. Something else, Madi, I think is really important is that I've now reached a point in my life where I do understand there's somewhat of a microscope on me and what I do. And so it's my job, quite frankly, to try and inspire, whether it's my team, my staff, the next generation, to let them know, look, hey, if I was able to achieve some of this success, guess what you can do? And let me help you. If there's things I can do, people I can introduce you to, ways I can get involved, I want to inspire and help you to do better for yourself and for your family.
Yes. And I do want to reach out to those that are watching now, because if you guys have any questions for Attorney Darren Miller, you have been an amazing person, an open book. You don't shy away from helping anyone. It doesn't have to be within the business or even from the outside. So I do want to inspire you guys. If you have any questions, he's more than happy to answer them.
I am more than happy. And one thing I want to say right now, okay, and this kind of goes back to a question you already asked me, Madi, is regardless of what you do, you cannot be afraid to fail. You just can't be afraid to fail. That's where you learn the most about who you are, about the things that you've done in the past that haven't worked. And it makes you a better person by learning from those failures. Because if you get up from those failures and you keep trying and keep trying, you will eventually succeed. So don't be afraid to fail. Failure is okay. I fail all the time. And quite frankly, look where we are now.
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely agree. Now, as an owner, you have a lot of amazing insights as an owner that we can all apply in just our daily lives, whether if we're entrepreneurs or not. But how important is it to you and your companies to invest in your team and employees?
It's hugely important. It's hugely important. If I didn't invest in my team, quite frankly, we wouldn't be where we are right now, right? And because of the way in which we've kind of interacted with each other, there's a lot of independence where people are making decisions without having to hear from a manager or a leader. They are doing things to benefit those clients, even though all the attorneys are working remotely for the week, and things are happening. Cases are moving. People are getting their treatment and their care. And so the business keeps on moving, even though we're in this crazy time of COVID. And that's a lot because of the things that we've invested into our staff that they've kind of given back to us 3 and 4 times over.
Yeah, that's super influential too, that, you have team members that are getting the ball rolling, right? Don't have to wait for someone to let them know. And I think that's important. Now, I want you to communicate with us and those that are watching. You mentioned earlier to write down your goals.
Yes.
That's something you said, and you're very goal oriented. I know I am too. There's a lot of like-minded people that we are surrounded by. But how important are goals for each person, attorney, manager, member of your firm and your companies?
Marty, I mean, if you don't have goals that you put out in front of you that are measurable, then what's going to happen? I mean, I feel like that is something that's absolutely essential. Okay. Writing it down is a huge part of it. And what I mean by that is because I want to, 6 months from now, I want to understand, okay, what was it that I thought was important then? What have I achieved on that list? Okay, what are on that list that I have written down? Well, how do I need to modify those things? And if you don't quantify it in a way where it's palatable, that you can almost taste it by kind of writing it down and kind of putting it on your desk where you're working, so you can see exactly what it is, so you can reflect back on it. Hey, I said, by the end of the month, I would have reached out to 20 former clients just to say hello. I mean, those are the things that challenge you to do better, right? And I think when people say they want to do better, everyone says that, yeah, I want to do better. But the unfortunate reality is, Monty, most people don't put in the time, energy, and effort to actually do better. And so that's one of the things that I constantly challenge myself with. Let me tell you why, Marty. Because I know this, life is short. And before you know it, it's going to be over. So if you're going to do it, if you're going to live it, if you're going to have something for others to benefit from later, take advantage of every opportunity and do it right now. Stop. What the hell are you waiting on?
Yeah. I think that's very powerful. The importance of goals, writing it down, measuring it, and getting it done, right? You can do it. I think there's just a big power of writing stuff down. I write everything down, but it's crazy because sometimes I don't look back at my notes. And when I do, I'm like, wow, I did that. I did that too. There's power in putting it in paper. That way you can achieve it. You don't forget about it. It's kind of like stamped. There's a seal of approval there. So I think that's extremely important. Now, we do have a question that someone has asked. As an entrepreneur and is running a business, you have a lot of amazing nuggets that you're kind of letting us know. But what has been the most difficult thing about running a business? And I'm going to say running multiple businesses?
The most difficult thing, Marty, and I know you know this innately because of all the things you and I work on together, is that work-life balance, right? And then also then, gosh, if I'm going to have this law business, this intake business, this real estate business, and now, as you know, our banking that we're about to get involved in, how am I going to put enough time into all these things and not have certain things fail? Well, again, that's what comes with planning and preparing and surrounding yourself with good folks that will help you get things done. Again, I want to look. I've got a young lady on my team by the name of Betsy, and she has two girls, two boys and a girl. And when her little girl wants to come up 10 years from now and say, Mommy, look, what does this banker do? What does he do over here? And she has questions about it. I want to be able to say, well, here, this is what bankers do, and here's how they create opportunity, here's how they loan money, and here are the federal regulations. Maybe I won't talk about the federal regulations, but then I want to be able to expose people I care about, that I love, with different things and opportunities, and then give them the benefit of what I've learned in my lifetime. Because look, God has really blessed me. With 57,000 cases, I've got more cases and things that I'm going to be working on for the rest of my life. I'm good. But now it's my responsibility to start preparing that next generation and helping people get started and helping them get motivated and making their lives better. Because, Marty, if God forbid I got struck by lightning right now and I was gone and it was over for me, I would look down and I would be so happy at what I've done and the things and the people that I've met and the relationship that I've made and the start that I've given to my family and my friends and the fact that I feel like I'm a good God-fearing Christian. And I've done those things. I'm like, yes, I feel like I've done it. Now, what can I do to help the next person so they can go help other people and just keep it going?
Yeah, I think, look, it's going to lead us to our next part here, but helping and giving back to the community is very rewarding. Extremely. To see a smile on someone's face and just getting a thank you is extremely gratifying. So I agree with you. Your firm has done this time and time again. And I'm very thankful that I have been able to witness those smiles and those thank yous several times.
Marty, just saying that right there, I remember one of the first projects that you and I worked on with regards to, when we talked to a gentleman and he let us know about these kids that are going to bed, right? They're going to bed, and they're going to bed. They don't have a bed to sleep on. They don't have a pillow. They don't get a good night's sleep. And I didn't really think about the fact that, obviously you think about people that don't have enough food and are being abused and things of that nature. But I didn't think, oh, wow, if this little child doesn't get a good night's sleep, they're not going to be able to study and pay attention in school, which means they're at a huge disadvantage, which means that they're that much further behind other people. It was so beneficial to say, wow, we can make a difference. We can get these beds in, and then helping these kids, knowing that we were able to do that, and that thank you so much, and getting the hugs from those people and giving them all those beds so that their kids could have a better chance. That was so rewarding to me. I don't know, you remember that?
Yeah, we have several pictures and we'll load it on our social media so you guys could take a look with you, your partner, and many other of your employees, just literally beds on beds on beds. So it was extremely rewarding to kind of see the impact that was able to be done. And just to know that a little one can have just a mattress and a sheet and a pillow to sleep on. Yeah. So
Marty, I know I keep interrupting you. It's like, and we're talking about entrepreneurial, and it's like, okay, what am I going to do? I want to make more money. Make more money. Well, guess what? Everybody wants to make more money. Everyone watching the show, raise your hands. Those people who want to make less money next year. Nobody wants to make less money. Everyone wants to make less money. But that should not be the focus. The one thing that I've learned is if you do the right things, you put in the work, you make the effort, the money's going to follow, right? And once that money follows, it becomes less and less important. And in our situation, even though it's become less and less important, we're making a lot more of it, which again, don't focus so much on making that money with regard as opposed to, okay, what can I do? What makes me happy? And how can I make certain things happen? The money will take care of itself.
Yeah, yes, great feedback. So now I know we're looking at and talking a little bit about giving back to the community, how rewarding that is, and just the things of running a business. So what are you looking forward to the most in 2022? What do you have in up your sleeve that you are very excited about?
Taking on more challenging litigations, taking more risks with regards to creating social change. We're taking on right now, there's a couple of companies that we're taking on right now that we're in mediation with that I can't get into too much detail about, that are essentially poisoning its own clients. It's people that are purchasing their own products. They know they're poisoning them and they're doing nothing to stop it. Well, guess what? We are forcing them to take notice. And we've signed up thousands of these particular cases in a particular area. And we're working on not only just getting the issues resolved and compensating those our clients, but more so, okay, we need to stop this process. We need to figure out how to fix what we know has been going on for all this time, and making it safer for people in future who buy those particular products. So we're taking on cases that are socially responsible. We're taking on issues that social injustice issues, for example. I talk to as Madi, as you know, I'm a partner in the Ben Crump law firm. And there is this one particular case that I talked to Ben about a few days ago, which is just unbelievable to me, where, let me just say this, a movie producer, a very famous movie producer, was significantly discriminated against when he went to a particular institution. And it's just like, how many times do we have to keep banging you over the head before you companies start to take notice? Hey, we can't do this crap anymore. We've got to do right. We've got to do better. We can't allow people to discriminate against others based upon racial, social, economic, whatever those particular issues are. We can't do those things. We have to do things that bring people together, Madi, bring them together, as opposed to this factionalized system that we just seek to keep perpetuating. And so I'm doing my part. I'm telling you that to make things better and to actively, hey, let's love each other. Let's not hate each other. Let's not be divisive, bringing things together, because that's what this country was built on, right? As opposed to the direction that we're currently going. And I'm going to keep fighting these particular issues, because I know at the end of the day, while I might not win the battle myself, I will make it that much easier for those people that are going to be picking up the battle down the line.
Yeah. Wow. Well, we're excited to see these things that you guys, your companies, your law firm is going to be doing in 2022. Mm-hmm. I want to challenge you guys that are watching right now to let us know in the comment section what you guys want to see more of. Attorney Darren Miller has stated a lot of things, from employee clients changes. There's a lot of things that these companies have in store. So let us know what you want to see more of, especially on our social media platforms. So our firm is always doing great things in the community. In social media, we may not show all of these things. So let us know what you want to see more of. And as you guys know, go ahead.
So I would like to challenge our listeners and our viewers and folks of that nature. I want to challenge you guys to interact more with us. Yes, you leave your notes and your messages and things like that, but challenge us, ask us more questions. What is it that you want to see? What do you want to see Marty on location doing things? Do you want to see Giselle in front of who is this Giselle who's producing and helping making things happen? Even myself, what kind of things do you want from us? Okay, we try to be as responsible as possible. And the ladies, they do such a great job, which they're going to be talking about giving away this wonderful gift at some point in time. I know I'm letting the cat out of the bag, but what other things can we do to make things happen in 2022 for you guys out there?
Yeah, I think that's very important because, as you guys know, on social media, Instagram, Facebook, we have all those channels. People want to see more of something when it comes to content. Maybe you want to get to know Attorney Miller a little bit better and asking more challenging and personal questions. Those are the things that we want to know. We'll make it happen for you guys because definitely we have amazing people under this roof that have a lot of great insight, that are funny, that are business savvy, goal oriented, and we are more than welcome to show you more of what you guys want to see. So
Marty, before we move on,
yeah,
I'd like to turn the tables just for a quick second. I'd like to ask you a question if I could. And I know we're going off script here just for a second, but let me ask you. I know you're very goal-oriented. I know that because you forced me to be goal-oriented and be very organized. Tell me, is there one thing you can tell the audience about what is the one new or different thing that you want to do for yourself in 2022 as opposed to 2021? Is there anything in particular that you can tell us about?
That's a great question because I have these goals. I take it extremely seriously. I do it personally. I already did it for my personal. I frame it. I put it up in my house. Like I do the extreme just because I want to stay on target. Whether it's personal, my career, spiritually, I really do write down all the goals, and I'm just here to have an open and growth mindset for this year. Then on the company, that's something that I'm actually working on this week on really dissecting the goals, taking out the personal aspect, but just focusing on the business. So I almost do 2 sets of goals so that I could keep myself in track. But this year, there's just so much in regards to social media, in regards to marketing. There's a lot of new projects that we're going to incorporate. We're excited, but we're thinking in the mindset of just you guys. Who is watching? Who wants more? Who wants to engage? That is my focal point because we want to be able to reach out to you guys to make a difference. And really reach out to the community. That's something that's very near and dear in my heart, as well as yours, Mr. Miller. And we need to do more because we've kind of been on pause for 2 years. So it's time to kick it up.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So good question. And if you guys want to know more details, I think this is also something awesome because we could probably load up videos on our social media to give little detailed nuggets because I know a lot of you guys really do like who we are, invest in us. And so let us know. We'll be happy to put some of that videos. We'll challenge some of our employees out here.
Cool. I like it.
Awesome. Well, look, just what I was just saying, giving back to the community, a lot of people are watching right now because they're waiting to see who's the winner. We do this every month. It's called Heroic Behavior. It's a giveaway we do each month. And we're kind of announcing last month's winner. So all of December, you guys get to engage, like us, comment, all that good stuff. And since it's a new year and we have new goals, new choices, we chose to give out something that you may have on your bucket list that you're like, I don't know when I'm going to do this. I'm scared. I'm afraid of heights. So we're giving one lucky winner today a ticket to go indoor skydiving at iFly.
Wow, that is cool. That is awesome. That's something that I would love to do. How would I get to do that, Monty? Can I win this contest? Because wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, we could even set up for us to go with the winner. That would be super cool. And I wanted to ask you, have you ever done iFly or fly out of a plane or jump out of a plane?
I am an absolute thrill seeker. I just came back from Disney World and Universal, and I rode every single ride except for one. But I've not done that. I definitely my daughter said she's challenged me to skydive with her for graduation. But we'll have to see because my wife's like, hell to the no. But we'll see what happens.
Well, that is awesome. I know you guys that are watching right now are like eager right now watching the screen. So we're going to see who this month's winner is in 1 second. Just in case you guys are like, oh, I didn't win. Don't worry. We do this every single month for the last 3 years. So you still have a chance to win. All you have to do is 4 little things: like our page, like the graphic, comment, and share with someone that would also like this gift. So maybe they can take you if they win. So it's super easy, 4 little things. So I think it's time. Attorney Darren Miller, what do you think? You think it's time to announce the winner?
I think it's time. But before we do that, a little birdie told me, Marty, that you'll be giving away a car next month. Is that what I'm hearing? You're going to be giving away a car?
I'm not. Are you?
No, D. Miller's not, but I heard you might be giving one away. Now, just kidding.
See, we're trying to challenge each other and it's not working, guys. But maybe that's something in the future, something we can put on our goal sheet and work towards, giving away someone a car.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see about that.
Awesome. So I know you guys are waiting. So actually, let's take a look at who this month's winner is. Every month, all you gotta do is like, share, and tag. Hey guys, every month we do something called heroic Congratulations! Woo! We want to congratulate Trinita Reyes for this month's Heroic Behavior winner that's going to iFly.
Very cool. That is cool.
Yes. So make sure, Ms. Reyes, to look at your direct messages on Facebook to claim your prize. Any of you guys that are watching that are saying, I never win, don't worry. We're doing new and improved things. Next month, we're going to be giving out Valentine's something giveaway. So you guys need to be on the lookout for what that gift looks like. But all you have to do is 4 little things and use 1 little finger. Super easy. So awesome. Now, Attorney Darren Miller, I just want to say, first of all, thank you for doing something like this every month. If we're not able to touch lives in the community, or if we're doing something every month, you still find a way to touch someone's life by giving a gift, right? That may get their stress out or help a family member or just have fun and put a smile on their face. So I want to say thank you for doing that.
You're welcome, Monty, but quite frankly, you really shouldn't be thanking me as opposed to it's the community. It is our clients that and our staff that have done all the work, and those folks that have trusted us to handle their cases for them. They've created the greatness that we have. And it's our obligation to share it with the rest of the team and make people feel just at least a little bit better.
Yes, exactly. Well said. So now we're coming to the end of the show. And, Attorney Darren Miller, I want to ask you if you have any other advice that we may have not touched, or maybe you want to elaborate for other either business owners, entrepreneurs, or anyone that's looking right now that just wants to seek some word of advice from you.
I would tell folks, guys, don't make excuses. Make it happen, right? Don't be afraid to fail. Take chances, okay? Make decisions that you believe are the best interest of yourself and your family. And even when those things don't pan out the way that you believe that they should, keep on trying. Keep on trying and keep on trying. If you keep doing those things, it's eventually going to happen. That's the same creed that I use on a daily basis. And knock on wood, God helps me on a daily basis to make good decisions. And it just helps me continue to move forward, to allow to help all those folks around us. So keep the faith, make it happen. It's a brand new year. Don't worry about those things in the past that have held you down. Focus on the good stuff. Deal with the bad. We all have to deal with the bad, but focus on those good things and make life better for yourself and your family.
Yes, great advice. Attorney Darren Miller, I want to thank you for being on today's show. Hopefully we could get you on more than one. You are amazing entrepreneur, attorney, and you are a great person. You're funny. So we probably want to see more of that side on the show.
I didn't hear you say good looking, but I'm going to assume that you meant that in the song.
Good looking. I mean, we could sit here and keep going, but we want to see more of you this year. So I know you're going to try your hardest to be on here.
Yes, and one of those that's my pledge. I'm going to be doing more social media stuff. So you are going to see me doing more stuff. Maybe a little bit of dancing. Who knows what we're going to be doing? Just a little bit of everything, okay? Here we go.
All right. Practice those dance moves. I mean, you do have some good content with the dance moves. So let us know what you guys want to see. And I also want to thank all of you guys for watching all the time. Talk to Me Tuesday on a Tuesday. The more that we get to watch the shows, view it, share it, the more we get to put a smile on someone's face and educate someone that may not know of certain issues that we may be talking about on our shows. So I want to thank you guys for coming on here and supporting us every Tuesday on a Tuesday. I'm your host, Madi B.